All right, y'all. Joke, no joke. We in the building. I see I had to block one hater already. You know what I mean? So, as you know, as of earlier this year or end of last year, Neckbone popped out of nowhere. You know, I wouldn't have never expect him to do no interviews and get up on YouTube. Being a real one. Not saying that real ones don't get on the internet, but dudes that uh really be about that life, they kind of stay off the internet, and so they don't talk about crimes and or talk about people and expose people who names really don't want to be mentioned on the in the YouTube universe. But we have learned that Neckbone has lost his job at the DMV. So maybe, going to grab a Vlad check, he thought may be a good idea. Like Keefy D thought it was a good idea and they landed him in jail. And I think that's the only reason why they got a, a, a interview with Neckbone is because, you know, he no longer works for the DMV, which is a great goddamn job to have. I don't know how he lost. Well, I do know how he lost that because he said, a lot of people was hearing all these stories about him and stuff, and it was making it hard for him at his job, which is crazy to me because who the hell was talking about Neckbone on YouTube? Reggie. Reggie is the one that came out and tell all these war stories and goon stories about Neckbone, and Neckbone goes and sit down and do an interview with Reggie. So if anybody got Neckbone fired from the DMV or created an awareness about his gangsterism out here on the internet, it was Reggie. And he goes and do an interview with Reggie. And yo, bro, man. Ah, man. Neckbone, if you watch it, brother, I'm just here to pull your coat, brother. I have nothing against you. I don't know you. I don't want no smoke with you. I'm just here to pull your coat that your man, Rodent Rat Jr., is not your friend. He is using you to clear his name in this Tupac stuff. And he think that if you come up here and say certain things that the people or the prosecutors are going to feel like what you saying is saving him. Your credibility as a gangster is not helping Reggie in no way, shape, or form. You being a former convicted, I don't know if you're a felon or not, but having prior convictions is not helping Reggie in any way. In the streets and into the idiot universe, your word may be taken. But for us that know and been and know Reggie and know his lies and all his inconsistencies, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to myself, the RJ Barnes, the Michael Collins, the Russell Pools, rest in peace, the Kevin Hackeys, we all know Reggie is a liar and he's full of crap. So you going on YouTube and trying to create a narrative that is going to help Reggie is not going to work because us that's in the know, us that know the research, you know what I'm saying? We know he's the orchestrator as he calls himself. He's the cover up dude, he's been coined. Like, so you coming on YouTube and like I told everybody, when you first did the interview with Vlad, it was stuff that you said that I knew was going to have Reggie spinning in his chair, right? I knew it. And I said, I guarantee y'all, before your interview was done the first time, that they're going to have Neckbone come back on the channel, and Reggie's going to have to give Vlad some more questions to clean up the stuff that was damaging to him in the first interview. And what did they do? Brought you back immediately. And what did they do that was dumb? Was let Reggie interview you himself so he can control the narrative and make sure that Vlad don't put him in no more danger than he already did. By just asking the questions and him not having the knowledge to know what to say and what not to say and what to follow up with and what not to follow up with. Vlad didn't know. So what did he do? Reggie comes in there and interviews you himself, which was the dumbest thing he could have did because we all know he's trying to control the narrative. He was better off giving Vlad the questions and letting Vlad ask the questions himself. So this time around, he brings you right back, and you looking at the money like, oh, this is good money. I could do this. Nigga, you will be in jail like Keefy D. This is why in the first interview, they asked you a question about a body. I ain't going to reiterate it. Those who know, and those who don't know, I don't want to keep repeating it because I know that that question that they asked you about that body that you just got silent on, that wasn't a question. That was a message. Like, nigga, be careful what you say because we got something on you. That wasn't a question, brother. That was a message that you better shut the F up. So, no, you know that Vlad wouldn't even know that question to even ask you that because that's not a public record question, right? And with Reggie coming on right behind that and interviewing you, you see he didn't bring up that question in the second interview because that was a message. That was a message to let you know, nigga, allegedly, we got something on you. You better fall in line. Now, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you might have seen it in the comments, but I'm not going to say it again because we know that I'm watched by many of people.